All right, guys, well, we're back at it again. I didn't think that we'd be coming out and fishing another tournament this soon, but I was able to find a little bit of time. So there is a USA Bassin tournament that I think is presented by Jackson Kayak, put on Lake Champlain. So we're going to try to fish that this weekend and see what we can do. Conditions today, it's going to be about 60 degrees, cloudy. Winds are light and variable. A little bit of rain is in the forecast. I've not done any pre-fishing here, so I'm not really sure how this is going to work out. Gonna try to see if we can connect with a few today and put a limit in the boat. It is almost 5:30. Launch is 5:30. First cast is 5:45. Lines out are at 1:45. The boundary for this lake is pretty much all New York waters only, Crown Point north to the Canadian border. So, you know, we'll see what we can do. You know, it should be a fun one. Weather is favorable. This lake can get really nasty when it gets windy, and I think that, you know, the way that things look right now, it's going to be pretty favorable. So we'll see what happens, and I'll see you out there. All right, guys, well, here we go. We're out on Lake Champlain. If you've never fished this place before, it can be overwhelming. This lake is massive. You know, with that being said, it can also be really dangerous. So you've got to really, you know, be on your toes as far as the weather and stuff is concerned. It can get really hairy if the wind starts to kick up out here, especially if you've got a north-south wind. You know, you can find yourself in a world of trouble pretty quick, and that's speaking from experience. I've been in some pretty bad situations out here. So today we're launching out of the Great Shazy boat launch. Going to try to fish around Kings Bay and maybe Rouse's Point. We'll see what happens. I didn't get to pre-fish any of this, so I'm kind of going in blind. Don't really know what the fish are doing. The water temps are actually warmer than I expected over here. Graph is saying about 54 degrees. I was expecting it to be under 50, which is good for, I think, where we're going. My plan is to stay shallow today, look for spawners or pre-spawners. I think, you know, right now I think, you know, we're going to try to head to this spot and see if we can run into a few. So I'll catch you out there. Feet of water. Thank you, buddy. I am kicking myself right now. I didn't catch this one on camera. I saw a little rock pile down there and I pitched this jig over by that rock pile and this guy ate it and he's big. Oh, it's a big fish. Oh man. He's mean too. Look at the size of that guy. That's a big fish. Thank you for playing, buddy. I was looking down in the water. I saw what was like a rock pile or a huge cinder block or something down there. And I pitched my jig over towards it. And I just hopped it a few times and I felt him bite, and that was a good one. You know, the fish in this lake are just built different. I don't know why, but they seem to fight so much harder than in other places. It's just something special about this place. It produces big ones, and the big ones that are in here, they don't go easy. What the hell is this thing? There's a snakehead. There's a giant fish. Mess. Mess of a net job. Oh, that's a good hook, is that? Number 4, we're one away from our limit. We got one real small fish in our limit that we're going to try to have to figure out how to get rid of, but we're doing okay, you know, for not having to come out and pre-fish, we're doing an okay job. I mean, we've almost got a limit and it's not even 8:30 yet. The issue is that there are giants in this lake, and there's going to be somebody in this tournament that's going to put up a crooked number. It's our limit fish, and it's probably a 17-incher. It's been everything I've gotten has been in rock or rock and wood.
Yeah. I was way out there, but the water temperature was only 48 degrees.
Yeah, that's why I came back.
Yeah.
I went to the point there at the edge of the bay, and it was 48. I wanted to come back up here because the water temp is a lot better than it is out there. People are catching them though.
They are?
I looked at the leaderboard, yeah. I think Ben's got over 95.
Is he really?
Yeah, there's been some over 20 already.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if the hell I'm doing up this far this early.
Nice, short, and fat. Thank you, buddy. I checked after I caught that. I didn't feel any teeth marks, but the fish in this lake are too big not to retie regularly. I mean, you could end up with the fish of a lifetime in here. Fish looks like it might be spawned out. It's long. Can't believe he came back for that. All right, guys, well, that'll do it. You know, I had a good time out here today. I didn't capitalize in the afternoon like I had hoped. The bite really slowed down for me, but that's okay. You know, we came out here with pretty low expectations today. I didn't really expect to do a whole lot because, you know, this is the first time that I fished on this lake in probably 10 months or something like that. I haven't been out here. I don't get up here very often. There are 3 tournaments that I'm hoping to participate in up here on Champlain, so you know, it's a good experience just to get up here and familiarize myself with things and, you know, get used to the lake. I don't have a ton of experience out here, so yeah, I mean, overall it was a good time. Finished with, I think, 88 inches or something like that. I'll post the final standings at the end of this video. I had a good time. Thanks for coming with me. Next time I see you guys, it should be fun fishing this time. We're probably going to start to try to focus on Lake George a little bit because we've got a tournament coming up there the end of May for Adirondack KBF. So look forward to seeing you, and I will catch you guys on the next one.